Hello everybody and welcome back to another video here on the one and only Tribal Warrior YouTube channel. And of course I am the Tribal Warrior, and in today's video we are going to take a look at my 2025 WWE Backlash thoughts and opinions. So of course Backlash was a couple of days ago, Saturday, May 10th. It's now Wednesday, May 14th. I'm just reviewing this about 4 days later. And yeah, because I just want to round up everything that really happened on that weekend, everything that happened on the show, the post-show. And I'll just really discuss my predictions. I predicted this show before Backlash, so we're going to see what predictions I got right, what predictions I got wrong. If you've watched my previous thoughts and opinions on the Royal Rumble, on WrestleMania, on Elimination Chamber, you will literally I'll be basically doing the exact same thing for them, but a different PLE, obviously. So with that being said, let's get into the video and discuss this year's Backlash from St. Louis. So yes, as it says in front of you, we will be first taking a look at the first match on the show, which was for the Men's United States Championship, as the champion Jacob Fatu defended against LA Knight, Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest as they clobbered each other in an intense fight for the US title in a fatal 4-way match. I'll be taking a few statements from this video. For example, I read a bit on WWE's website and they just summarized a bit about this match. So I'm going to read a tiny bit about what WWE said on this match. So they said Fatu hit the first blow when he exchanged a pop-up powerbomb drop to Damian Priest onto the barricade. Then Fatu struck with a Samoan Swanton bomb on McIntyre, Knight, and then Knight hit a BFT on Fatu. Priest landed a South of Heaven chokeslam on LA Knight, and the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre, blasted Priest with a Claymore kick to leave everyone down. Priest covered the motionless Knight and then the devastating blow, but Priest pulled the referee out of the ring, costing McIntyre yet another championship. The two brawled until they tumbled over the timekeeper's area as Fatu and Knight were fighting in the ring. The Scottish Warrior and the Archer of Infamy, completely said that wrong, brawled through the WWE Universe and ended up as this all concluded, they went to this top of this big kind of stand area where Priest hit McIntyre with a huge South of Heaven chokeslam from an elevated height through a pair of tables. With McIntyre and Priest out of action, Knight looked to hit the elbow drop on Fatu, who was positioned on the announce table, but Solo Sikoa dragged Fatu out of the way. Then suddenly Jeff Cobb suddenly hit the scene with a ruthless ringside assault to LA Knight, this debut of Jeff Cobb, which was rumored and it did come true, so everybody was crazy. They were shocked, of course. So he hit the LA Knight with a attack on the outside the ring, making his first WWE appearance. Fatu seemingly looked confused with the arrival of Cobb. He took advantage by hitting the huge moonsault to the megastar to win the match and retain his title. Upon making his way back up the ramp, Fatu walked between Solo Sikoa and Jeff Cobb and left St. Louis by himself. So yes, a lot to talk about during that match. That's what WWE said. It was a great match. It's got to be top 2 matches at least on this show. So yeah, big really talking point is the debut of Jeff Cobb. It was a great match, and I predicted Jacob Fatu to win this match. Obviously, I got that prediction correct. So the first match of that night was the United States Championship Fatal 4-Way match, where Jacob Fatu retained, and we seen the great debut of Jeff Cobb. Very good match. So now you see the graphic in front of you. The picture was for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. It was Lyra Valkyria defending against Becky Lynch. So yeah, as I mentioned, the second match of the night came with Lyra as she literally put on a banger match, which I honestly think was match of the night. Cage Side Seats, a wrestling website, their community rated this match a 4 to a 4.5. This match delivered with several intense near falls as Becky hit several manhandle slams and Lyra kicking out of two, which is very shocking. This match obviously so many intense near falls, as I mentioned, with a great outcome as Lyra defeated her former hero. These two, obviously, they're both Irish. Against these two's like Women's Intercontinental Championship as Lyra defended it against fellow Irish woman. So this is like the first Irish versus Irish match we've seen in a while on a WWE PLE. So that's great for them two girls, them two women from Dublin. It's a great match. I did predict Lyra Valkyria to win this match, obviously, meaning I got that prediction right. And yeah, I think this was match of the night in my opinion. I think that what really got it going was when Becky hit the manhandle slam again after again, but Lyra kept kicking out, and after she hit the first manhandle slam, I thought Lyra was not kicking out, but then she did, and I was shocked. I was like, oh, momentum, adrenaline, and then she hit the second one. I was like, yeah, it's over, and she just kept kicking out until Lyra rolled Becky Lynch up and got the win. So yeah, overall, this is a very good match, huge achievement in one of Lyra's biggest matches ever, as she defeated fellow Irish woman Becky Lynch. So then the third match of the night was actually for the Intercontinental Championship again. However, this time it was on the men's side when champion representing the Judgment Day, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, defended his title against WWE's a huge signing to WWE earlier this year. Of course, that being Penta. Dominic Mysterio left Backlash still Intercontinental Champion after shockingly continues his rise as one of WWE's most beloved stars. With an assist from El Grande Americano, the Judgment Day member defeated the world-renowned luchador Penta in St. Louis to retain the Intercontinental Championship he won just last month at WrestleMania 41. Mysterio's first singles title win wasn't nearly as surprising as the crowd reaction that his career-defining victory and since then. So, and at Backlash, Mysterio win over Penta came a kind of it wasn't like a clean win. Of course, there was interferences from Americano and the Judgment Day member, Carlito, Finn Balor, and JD McDonough. Yet Mysterio still came kind of across a fan favorite. So yes, this is a good match as well. It's definitely up there for great matches. I know there's like only 5 matches on the card, but like all of them were really good. And this match was one of the really like high quality matches, you could say. I did actually think Penta was going to win this one. I got all matches right except this one. So I did think Penta was going to win this one, but obviously I got my prediction wrong, unfortunately. So yeah, Dominic Mysterio left St. Louis as still Intercontinental Champion. So then the second last match of the night came when a WWE commentator took on the ring general. Pat McAfee versus Gunther in, I wouldn't say match of the night, right? And I said Becky and Lyra was. I'm not saying this match was horrible, right? But I don't think it was the best. I think it was the worst match on the card. And I'm not saying that in any bad way. I'm just saying I enjoyed other matches more than this one, if that's the words I'm looking for. Now, of course, Pat McAfee isn't the best wrestler in the world. He can wrestle, all right. I'm just saying, we all know how this match is going to go. Everybody predicted Gunther to really win this match, and the kind of this match is going to be like 30 seconds. It was more than 30 seconds, obviously, thank God. But yeah, Gunther obviously took the win, and yeah, it was all right match. The match started when the two men traded big blows throughout the match. but the crowd was clearly behind Pat McAfee, who received the loudest pop of the night after breaking out of the ring general's submission. McAfee fellow broadcaster Michael Cole got involved, leading to a near fall as Pat McAfee put Gunther in a chokehold. Okay, so Cole got involved. Very good. That was probably the most interesting part of the match, to be honest. However, it was the former world heavyweight champion Gunther who ultimately secured the win. As I mentioned, this match wasn't all time. I did predict Gunther to win, which I did get correct. So it was an alright match. Fair play to Pat McAfee. He popped the blood vessel, I think, something like that. So yeah, great for Pat McAfee to step into the ring again. And later that week on Monday Night Raw, a couple of days ago, he got back, did a commentary and continued commentating. So yeah, it was an alright match between Pat McAfee and Gunther. And then the fifth and final match came in the main event of the night, when John Cena renewed his rivalry with Randy Orton, the hometown hero. The nearly 30-minute match was entertaining, featuring plenty of finishers and a trio of referee bumps. Much like the Intercontinental Championship matches, some of the shine from this match was taken away by the chaotic ending, which was somewhat it was kind of, some people were hating on it, some people liked it. It was when R-Truth cost Randy Orton the match. After picking up the win, Cena put the promo to his mouth, and he said he needs competition in WWE. He said he doesn't need music. He said he doesn't need an entrance. He just, like, he needs just everything plain, normal. WWE don't deserve anything from him. And people were really complaining at the ending of this match. I mean, it was a good match. I think it goes top 3 matches of the night. I don't think it was that special. And for their last match ever, I don't think it felt like a last match kind of thing ever, unfortunately. But it was an alright match for John Cena and Randy Orton. Obviously, John Cena retaining, which I did predict, so I got another prediction right. So yeah, that wasn't actually it for the night. That was, in terms of matches, that was it. But we got a bit more news too. So yes, before I conclude this video, as I mentioned, we're done talking about the wrestling part, but there has been some other announcements like this one. WWE Night of Champions will be returning later this year, 2025. As previously reported, WWE will return to Saudi Arabia next month for Night of Champions, which will take place in Riyadh on June 28th. WWE has issued a press release hyping the news. So yes, of course, that's been coming from several sources. Very excited to see Night of Champions back. Don't know what's going to go down. It does say champions in the name, obviously. So maybe we could have some good championship matches. So there's only one way to find out, and that is by tuning in. So John Cena most likely will be on that show. Some other big superstars, we don't know yet. It's all the way next month. It's all the way after Money in the Bank, after Worlds Collide. So that's definitely out of our path for now. But it's worth saying because it just got announced, and it's definitely hyping people up. And of course, we have to have this WWE PLE in Saudi Arabia this year, don't we? So yes, our last topic to talk about in today's video, as it says in front of you, John Cena attacks R-Truth. So obviously, we've seen R-Truth help John Cena defeat Randy Orton in the main event of Backlash. Obviously, Cena didn't need the help, and this is really the statement that came out and the highlight of this. So this obviously went down on the post-show. So Cena spoke at the post-show, but was interrupted by R-Truth. R-Truth said that he was proud of Cena, and quote R-Truth, he said, "Even if people say you suck and you can't wrestle." Then Cena warned R-Truth to not say another word, and then R-Truth tried to speak, but then Cena put him through the table on the press conference post show. So it was a bit funny, a bit interesting, probably the highlight of the post show. And yeah, altogether, it was a good show. I've seen the social media, what they've said on social media. There was low expectations going into Backlash. I thought that too. It wasn't going to be as hyped as other PLEs we had this year so far. And then some people said after the show, wow, that's the greatest PLE I've seen in a while. It's a 10 out of 10 PLE. And I was like, okay, this is getting a lot of love. And I don't think that, to be honest. I don't think this is a great PLE. It's been a usually you see YouTubers or influencers posting out polls and they say, what do you rate Backlash? Is it a horrible bad, is it like a horrible bad show? Is it a mid okay show? Is it a great show? Or is it an all-time show? And I'd probably go into the mid okay section, the category there. And I actually rated Backlash this year a 6 out of 10. So a lot of people are saying, but most people are saying 9, 10. So I'm like, whoa, that's very high in my opinion. But yeah, their opinion is their opinion, but my opinion is 6 out of 10 for Backlash this year. So yeah, that is my thoughts and opinions of WWE Backlash 2025 from St. Louis, Missouri in America. It was an alright PLE. We've had the matches like Dominic Mysterio and Penta, Lyra, Becky, Drew, Priest, Knight, Fatu, Gunther, Pat. We've seen the debut of Jeff Cobb. We've seen R-Truth interfering in the main event, which was I was about to say Jey Uso. I meant to say John Cena versus Randy Orton. So yeah, I got 4 out of my 5 predictions correct. I only got Dominic Mysterio versus Penta wrong. I thought Penta was going to win. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys in today's video. Thanks for watching. It means so much to me. Make sure you comment down below. Make sure you comment down below your thoughts, opinions. What did you rate Backlash out of 10? And at the time of recording this video, I have 105 subscribers. So thank you to all of them 200. Sorry, I meant to say 200. Thanks to all of them 205 subscribers. Keep watching in future videos. And with that being said, I will see you in the next video. And remember to always, always stay tribal.